Hello and welcome to another day in Sophia Kamau's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you my favorite drink, and it is tea. Yes, masala tea. And here people call it chai tea, but chai is a Swahili word for tea. So I'm going to show you the process of making tea, and I hope it will be your favorite drink from now on. For the ingredients, I have them lined up here. We have loose tea, and this is cardamom, cloves, ginger, cinnamon, and black pepper. If you do not have loose tea leaves, I recommend the red rose or the English breakfast. It's one of the teas I find here very strong enough, almost close to our loose tea leaves. So these are the ingredients. We will also need some water and some milk. I prefer to use whole milk, but if you're using 2% or lesser than that, you might just need the milk and not add water. For those who do not like milk or are milk intolerant, you can have black tea, the black masala tea. And if you do not like the caffeine in the tea, you can have decaffeinated tea and still enjoy your masala tea. So to start, we will just combine all these ingredients and then we start the process. So I do have mortar and pestle here, just like anybody else might have them, instead of me using my magic bullet. And we will use all these ingredients. So because I'm just making a little for me, I can use less, or if I want to blend a little more, you can blend more and keep it. Don't keep them too long because the flavor just disappears after some time. For the tea, I have my pot here. To make the tea, I will need to combine all these ingredients. And the tea measurements, it will depend to you if you like more milk or you like more water, less milk. For me, normally I use a ratio of 1 to 2. So I will use 1 cup of milk to 2 cups of water. So if I am using this cup, I will use the same 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of water, the same for this. And if you're making for the party, the same way. You use this 1 jug of milk and 2 jugs of water. There's nothing like you need a real measuring cup. You can use whatever you like. And if you want the opposite of that with more milk, it's up to you. So we will need to put our water to boil with the spices, and then we can add the milk later. There's also sugar if you like with sugar, or you can take it without sugar. So for water today, I just need a little for myself. I'll use the small cup. I will do 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water first. Now we need to measure our spices, and then we crush them and then we add it to the tea. So for the cardamom, I really love the cardamom. I'll do this little measurement so that they don't last for so long. But I'm not using all this for today, but this is how. So I will use a teaspoon of cardamom. This one you can put a lot. This one has very, very strong flavor. If you add a whole teaspoon, it can ruin your flavors for the tea. So this one I'll just put like a half a teaspoon or less. Ginger, you can put as much as you want. I love the ginger, a heapful of this spoon. Cinnamon, I can use a small piece here. I could use a half of this. Cinnamon is not bad. It doesn't have that really strong flavor that can ruin your tea. That one is there. And then I will eliminate black peppercorns, but for the purpose of showing those who like peppercorn, you could use this, but me, I avoid this for my tea. So I have those ingredients done, and I will just crush them here, and once they are crushed, we'll come back and show you what to do next. My spices are all ground, and as you can see, the pods, the skin for the pods is still there, but that's okay. So if you had a magic bullet or a coffee grinder, this will be ground to a smooth powder like this one here. So this is what I had and I've been using, but for the purpose of those who don't have a grinder, you can do it like that. And see my ginger, because it is the dried ginger, it ground it into powder. Now I'm going to take a teaspoon of this and add here, and then I'm gonna have half a teaspoon of the tea leaves. These tea leaves are strong, and if whatever you have, you could use if it is a tea bag, and then adjust accordingly if you like yours is stronger or not. And then I'll add a half a teaspoon there. So I'll take this to the stove and bring it to a boil. I will cover this, let it boil, and then we'll come and see how it turns out. My tea is now boiled and it smells really, really good. So this is at the point where when you need black tea, you just empty it using a sieve, and I'll just show you how it will look. See, that's the black tea. You can add sugar or no sugar, test it. And if you feel like it is too strong, you can add hot water to it, and you can enjoy the really tasty masala tea, black tea. So I'll just return this because this is, I want mine with milk. You have two options. You can remove all this, or you can just add your milk. For me, I'll just go ahead so that all those spices can continue infusing into the milk. And this is where you really have to watch. You have to stay close to your stove and watch until your tea is boiled, because this milk will just overflow before you even realize. So this is the watching time. We'll continue like this, and when it boils, we'll come back. It's boiling now. It didn't take much time, and now it's boiling. So this is how it will just go up, and it before you realize it's full to the brim, and it overflows. So you reduce your stove and wait there. Or if you have a burner like mine, you can now turn it off or reduce and let it simmer for like another 5 to 10 minutes, depending how much time you have. And from there you will enjoy really, really good tea. I'll turn off mine and let it simmer. Don't cover it because it will be a disaster. We'll come back after 5 minutes of letting it simmer and infuse. My tea smells so good. It's all done. It's been simmering until it stops simmering for like 5 minutes. It's time now to go and empty it. You can empty into a mug, your coffee mug, your cup, your flask, or a teapot. So mine, I'll just empty direct into a teacup, and you need a fine sieve. Mine is not fine enough. So you empty it like that, and you can return this to let it continue infusing. Cover this, leave it there, and there, it's perfect tea. I'll go ahead add sugar and we will finalize. I love my tea with sugar. I will add a teaspoon and a half and my tea is ready. And this tea is really delicious. Masala tea is delicious. You can have it for breakfast, for lunch, for 4 o'clock tea, and you can have it anytime. It's non-alcoholic drink, and that's the best thing about it. You can enjoy your tea anytime. My tea is all done, and now I'm gonna enjoy it with mandazi. And mandazi is also in my videos. You can go and look for it and how to make the mandazi. That is so simple. It is a drink, as I say, you can enjoy it at any time of the day, and you can use decaffeinated tea leaves to make your tea. If you have issues sleeping at night when you take tea, you can use the decaffeinated tea leaves, and the aromas and flavors of the tea is heavenly. So as I say, the ingredients are all there again. I omitted the black peppercorns, but if you're using peppercorns, be very careful. Peppercorns and the cloves are very strong, so if you're using a teaspoon of all these others, use this a third or a half and your tea will be perfect. Now it's your turn. Go ahead, give my masala tea a try, and I am sure you will love it. Until we see you next time, bye.